She is not playing with the pup today, folks. She's not playing with the pup.
Sit. Lay down or you're off the podcast.
Some days, are we starting?
Yeah, let's start.
Welcome back to Beauty and the Greek. My name is William.
My name is Kate.
And this is our lovely yet sometimes annoying dog, Mookie. And she loves to disrupt whenever we take our focus away from her.
She's the disruptor. It's okay. Welcome to episode 8.
Welcome back to episode 8. Episode 8. Wow. Episode 8.
Episode 8. That's 2 months.
2 months. 2 months. I heard a statistic a while back that said if you can make it to 4 episodes on a podcast, you are in the top 10 percentile. And if you can make 21 episodes, you are in the top 10 of that top 10 percentile.
Thank you for those facts, William.
Yeah. Podcast facts by William.
Anyways, how you feeling, baby?
I'm feeling okay. I'm mentally feeling phenomenal. Physically feeling beaten down. I, along with Kate, went to our friend Rachel's birthday party, and her boyfriend and a couple other goon friends of mine decided to play barefoot basketball on a very rough surface. And man, I kind of forget that I'm 33 sometimes. Split my toes open, balls my feet wrecked. I feel like I got a torn MCL or something. I got battle scars across my chest right now.
I didn't tell you this, but yesterday as the game was happening, Rachel was like, come here. And I was like, okay. So this is towards the end of the game.
Oh,
and she's like, we can peek through the fence and see them. She's like, they can't see this at all. I've been doing it for like the last 20 minutes. And I look through and Rachel's like, why is Will limping? Is he okay?
You got to
No,
fight
you
through
were
the
not.
pain.
And then they ended up, Will bled all over the neighbor's driveway.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. The neighbors, okay, we were a little bit intoxicated and we kind of straddled the fence, realized, they have a basketball hoop. We were kind of see if any of the neighbors had any hoops around. And when we looked over the fence, we were like, oh, okay, maybe we were drunk enough that we felt comfortable to go ask a neighbor if we can go play basketball. This was like the coolest guy, and his wife was also awesome. Shout out to both of them. They let us play, and then telling them that I bled all over their driveway was not super nice. I felt really bad about that.
Yeah, so Will is basically on bed rest until we go to Greece so his feet can heal, because if they're not healed before then, even imagine the airport. That would be rough. It's like 18 hours of travel.
Yeah, that was not one of my smartest decisions to do that. Playing basketball, I think, was a good decision. Continuing to play after I realized my toes were ripped up because of like pride and ego, like have to finish the game. Like that was really stupid.
Yeah, I saw you. Like you were like in pain, like you were like limping around while you were playing. That's crazy.
What is that in not only my brain, but I think a lot of guys' heads? Like we feel like we have to compete. Like I can't give up now. Like we were winning, by the way, when I realized but I was like, no, I can't go out like this. Like they'll think that's soft.
Man, so y'all would have like won by default if you would have been like, hey guys, I have blood everywhere.
Keyword by default. Ugh.
Oh,
Ugh.
come
That doesn't
on,
just
get
sit.
over
That just
it.
leaves such a bad taste in my mouth.
Guys are so silly.
We are, and I think we like kind of like to think that we grow out of that, and then once we get put into these situations, we're like, oh yeah, I'm 9 years old on the playground again. Like whatever. We had a blast, and celebrating her birthday was actually a lot of fun. That was cool.
It was really fun.
This did abruptly end the birthday though. We ended up leaving, and then hold up, come to find out that the way we were cleaning all of my wounds, not the right way to do it. All this time, I thought that hydrogen peroxide and the fizziness, it was removing bacteria. Apparently, that's not good. And I was just burning the bottom of my feet.
Well, it was.
Feet.
It was removing bacteria. It's just not great, but we had to do it. Like you had dirt all in there because you kept playing on open wounds.
So what the article was saying, though, is apparently, and I'm not a scientist, she did go to study biomedical science, but apparently the fizzing is not the bacteria getting out. It's just cells dying. And I think we're like, ooh, fizzy.
And it's like he's in so much pain, and I'm like, no, you have to do it, and I'm pouring it on there.
Man, that was brutal. The first go around was pretty bad. The second rinse of the what's hydrogen peroxide? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Brutal. I was like gripping I was like, ah, that was so bad. That was terrible. But besides all that, how are you feeling, Caitlin? How are you doing?
I know it doesn't seem like it, but I am so cracked out on caffeine right now. Like, I didn't drink that much coffee this morning, and it didn't even hit me till like an hour later, and I was driving, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, I'm cracked out right now. So
Yeah.
my brain's like going a million miles a minute right now.
Shout out Bluestone Coffee. I mean, the stuff works. It does its job, but it is cracked. That's why I don't get it anymore.
You
It's
can
strong.
you can drink one over the course of 3 days. Like, I just keep it in the fridge, and I'll have like a third every day because it's so strong.
You ever drink a cold brew and then question like if you were having heart palpitations or
Oh
if it's
my
just the
God.
anxiety like creeping throughout your entire body?
That's the worst feeling ever. And like, you can't make it go away. You kind of just gotta wait.
Fun fact, I feel like sometimes like certain things can get passed down, like, from, your parents, grandparents, whatever. I did not get the caffeine thing that my father possesses. This is not a lie. My dad, during his work career, which was like a 30-year work career, was drinking up to 16 to 18 cups of coffee every day. Cracked. Just on one all day. Just fucking ready, dude.
How did he even have time for anything else between making them, drinking them, and going to the bathroom? That's like your entire day. Was he even working, or was he just
I don't know. I
slamming
feel like
them?
my dad is like one of those like suitcases that can just store like a large amount of things. And like it's almost like, dude, where is this going? Like anytime he would have to go get surgery and have to put him on like morphine or any of these drugs, they have to do like 4 times the amount. Like my dad's a fucking bear. I am built like my mom, tall, lean. My dad is a fucking bear. You ever shake his hand, you're gonna be like, okay, bro's been in battles in his life. Like, what's going on?
My dad's a bear too.
Yeah, dude, he is. Shout out Randy. That's my guy. He's the man.
I'm not like that at all. I'm so sensitive to like anything that I put into my body. Like, I can't take any like, after surgery they try to give me oxys or Xanax or anything like that. Opposite effect on me. I have a full blown panic attack. I think there's bugs crawling on me. Like,
That is horrifying. But the older generation's watching this like, yeah, pansies. Like this younger generation is so soft. Like, we're trying, man. Shit.
stop, I'm trying.
No, I have a high threshold for pain. I feel like relatively, but stuff like substances get it. Are you don't think I have a high tolerance for pain? What? Whoa! What? No, no. What makes you say that? Because the last night's issue of the fire that was under my feet.
I don't know. I've used hydrogen peroxide on wounds before, and
Okay.
it burns, but you know.
To be fair, I have. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
My entire toes are scraped off right now. Like it's all under the. Oh, what's your toe look like? Skin. That's what it looks like. Straight skin. Shit is baffling. I got one on one foot, the other on the other foot. Both the balls of my foot are just ripped open, like 3 times the size of a quarter, maybe 2 times the size of a quarter, maybe 1.5 times the size of a quarter.
So dramatic.
No, I'm just, descriptive. Maybe it's descriptive on a pod,
When men get hurt or they get sick, it's like, it's just so different. It's so dramatic.
Look, okay, for a man, I feel like I have a pretty high threshold of pain. I feel like women give birth, so like you're primed, you're prepped to be able to handle a higher threshold of pain. You know what I'm
I
saying?
broke my pinky toe last year in Greece and walked 11 miles that night.
Okay,
Like,
I finished, and for anyone who was hooping with me yesterday, I finished this game. I was getting like, dude, it was bad.
I saw.
You should see the entire driveway. This whole driveway was a Jackson Pollock, dude. It was a mosaic. It was crazy.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better today and that I'm able to nurse you back to health, even if I'm doing it wrong.
Oh, I like that. I'm like, mama, get me a little bandage. She's like, yes, baby. I'm like, yeah.
Is that what happened?
I'm like, come here, little mama, get over here. How you doing? No. I was like, baby, can you please help me with my wounds? Oh my goodness. But no, mentally we're feeling great. We are going to Greece in T minus what, 5 days?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is insane. We will be getting there. We'll leaving on Saturday, arriving Sunday. We're gonna be there for 5 weeks, and we're contemplating like taking our podcast stuff and filming a bunch of episodes there. I think at this point we're just gonna do it. Especially that we don't need the headphones. We can let them rip.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not that much equipment. It'll be fine.
No, I think we're gonna let it go. But I think we're gonna let it rip out there. But we're really excited. What are you most looking forward to on this trip?
And
Heading back to
honestly,
Greece.
it honestly has not even hit me yet. Like, I don't feel like we're going to Greece in 5 days. It's
Really?
gonna hit me when I'm like having to pack and I'm like, oh, actually, I'm gonna be in Greece for like, I don't feel like we're going on a trip at all. I'm like,
Mentally, I'm already there. I have checked out. I am like the senior the last 3 months of high school right now. Like I am like, oh, work. What, bro? I'm gonna be by the Aegean Sea next Sunday. Like, what are we talking about? I'm not doing shit. I can't. It's impossible.
you're right. I do feel like that too. This morning we like slept in, watched some TV. I was like, it's a Monday. What are we doing? But I can't help it. My brain's off. Like actually off. I'm just like, I have a trip coming up, so I must rest before.
Exactly, dude. Prep the feet. Prep
Also, your feet are all messed up, so I have to be here for you.
bedridden.
Yeah, you're bedridden. I'm bedridden.
Yes, you're doing this for me.
I am only
Yes.
getting up to use the bathroom and make food, and it's how I support you.
Last year, oh my god, I'm so happy we have an afternoon flight this year. Last year, I was quote unquote a little bit anal about how soon we're gonna get to the airport and let's call the Uber a little bit ahead of time. And I was being old man well. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, you know what? Fine. Let's wait till last minute. And my lovely girlfriend saw me almost have an aneurysm in the freaking boarding line. Not the boarding line. What? The check-in. What? The departures.
The check-in, yes, where
What do
you
you
check
call
in.
that thing? What do you
Just
call that
the
place?
check-in line where you check in.
We get to this check-in line. We end up being at the wrong area. We are so like, what is it like? It's like an hour until.
You have to check your bags an hour before your flight, and we had
Yes.
like literally 3 minutes to check our bags, and the line 20 people long.
We get there. We're like, okay, so what do we do? I asked like a lady in line. I'm like, hey, we have this flight. She's like, sorry, better looking for another flight. Like that was the conversation. I'm like, oh my god, we had everything going. We were meeting our parents there for the first time. We were a lot more broke last year. We didn't really have some of the finances that we feel like we do this year. Stressing to the max, and by the grace of very nice people in this line, they all let us pass, and I think we got in with like 7 seconds left or
Yeah,
some
I
crazy
mean,
shit.
we were on the final countdown of 60 seconds.
No, that was
And
crazy.
I Will did it. Will like found people, like did all this. I was like paralyzed. So wow, I really messed up here, huh?
No, we have an afternoon flight this year. We're gonna get there a nice 2 hours early.
I think that's a great idea.
Great idea. Let's go get an airport beer, maybe a cocktail. We can chill out, spend like $20 on a drink. I'm very much looking forward to that drink. Let me tell
You
you.
got to do that's the best. Like a drink in the airport before a big trip and you're like, "Yeah, I'm
Oh
on
my
vacation
gosh.
now."
And anybody knows who's been to Greece, especially if you're Greek or Greek American, there is nothing better than seeing those double doors open at the airport and seeing all those yellow Mercedes, Skoda, all those crazy taxis out there just like, hey, you're like, yes, I'm fucking back, baby. I
I just
cannot wait.
feel different there. Like it's hard to explain, but I feel more like a human. I feel like I'm in life.
Yeah, what are you most excited about going back?
I'm most excited about just like having beach days where I'm swimming so far out in the sea as far as I can go, coming back, chilling, walking back up to like a taverna somewhere.
It's tough to do that in America. You're worried about them beasts in the water. We don't have sharks over there.
But just a full beach day, going getting food, like going to a little market to pick up snacks before, like
Ooh.
I just me being in the sun in the water, that's where I'm supposed to be as a person. I'm not supposed to do anything else. I'm only doing everything else because I have to.
She thrives over there.
I really do.
Sun, sand, salty water,
Getting tan.
fruit, drinks. vibes, music.
And this year,
Come
like,
on.
it's gonna be really just us. Like, of course, we're going with our friend for the first half a little bit, but it's pretty much just gonna be like us running around for 5 weeks.
I threw her in the fire last year. It was the first time she was meeting my parents. It was in Greece, meeting all my friends. It was in Greece. Like it was a lot. She had been to Greece once before, but we kind of like to pretend like it didn't happen. But I feel like, we were of course doing a lot of our own stuff, but especially during the day, my parents wanted to hang out, and that was for going to the beach, going to lunches, stuff like that. And shout out to my mom and dad if they're listening to this. I think my favorite day of last year was a day where we didn't go with them to the beach, and we kind of did our own thing. We slept in, and we ended up just going on a massive walking adventure, finding one of the coolest beaches ever. May or may not have skinny dipped in the water, and just had such a cool adventure. And I think that's what I'm most excited about, just like getting lost, finding cool shit, having no worry about like safety or the time or obligations, and just being a human being.
Yeah, we'll just be able to do literally whatever we want. Like every day can be an adventure. Like we'll have some stuff planned here and there, but for the most part, we're just gonna like wing it. And that's I like being like plopped into a new place and figuring it out.
All right, well, I think it's a good time for the Greek word of the day.
All right, let's hear it.
I'm gonna go. We This is our first pod that we haven't been in sweat sets.
That's true.
So we got these like Easter themes on. I don't really know how that worked, but the Greek. I'm gonna do two Greek words of the day, and that's the colors of the shirts that we're wearing.
Okie dokie.
I am in green, which is prasino.
Frosino.
Oh, that was good.
That sounded kind of good.
That was good. Damn girl, you Greek. And pink. Would you call this pink? Rose.
Rose.
Wait, you're starting to roll your R's.
Well, I've been doing that one in Duolingo. That's like one of their favorite words, so I've been saying that for like the last 5 weeks.
That's actually so true up in here. Rose, Rose, Rose.
Rose.
She
My
really.
R's are sounding kind of good,
They're
huh?
sounding phenomenal. Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'll do the beauty product of the day since Will's on his phone.
Oh no, no, no. I just sorry, important email that I'm disregarding. Tell me the
um,
beauty product of the day, baby.
okay, this is the Tower 28 spray called SOS Save Our Skin, but you just put it on before you put your makeup on, and it makes your face look really good and makes your makeup go on good. Like that's a makeup artist used it on me, and I've been using it ever since. And my mom was like, I saw you use it in a video, so I've been using it and I love it. And my mom's like, in her 60s, I'm in my 20s, and we both love it. And my sister uses it.
You know what I love about this?
Oh, what?
I will obviously never use this, but I don't love the color red, and I don't love the color orange. Mookie seems to like it too. I don't know if you can see in the camera. I just like this color.
You actually can use that. It's not
It's an
just for makeup, it's like a skincare step.
I know, and that's tight. But like, let's talk colors for a second. Speaking of these green and pinks, I just like this. I'm a fan.
Okay, well, I'll let him know. All right, baby.
Oh my
What
goodness.
do you have today? You have some questions for us to answer?
Yeah, I've been getting all these cool videos popping up about just like interesting questions to ask your partner, or date night ideas, like random little things. I kind of screenshot stuff periodically, and I was going through my phone. I was like, you know what? We've never really talked about some of these, so I think it'd be fun to ask a couple and see what we learn.
All right, let's see. I have no idea what these are.
All right, Caitlin, what is the most surprising thing you have learned about me?
When we first started dating, I obviously knew that you were really nice and like nice to your friends and everyone around you, but I didn't realize just how like really caring you are. Like you really care about the people that you love, and you're always like on the phone with somebody trying to help them through something or like giving them advice. Like you're really the people that you love, you're really like in their lives, and like you really care, and like you make time and like put in a lot of effort to like help out the people that you love. And that was just because I, like I said, I knew you were like nice, but you were just so like goofy and outgoing and nice and like charismatic. And a lot of people can be like that, but then eventually you're like, oh, they actually don't really give a shit, but you like really give a shit.
Wow, that's one of the nicest things anyone's ever said to me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I do. I really care about the people in my life, and I don't like to get very close to a lot of people. And the few people I do feel very close with, I feel like it's important to keep those bonds up. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was really nice.
What's the most surprising thing you learned about me?
I think one thing that really stands out and something I realized upon meeting you was that you're very impressive, like top to bottom. You're a very impressive person, and you're consistently impressive. I've never met someone who's as consistent as you. And whether that's keeping up with certain health things or a work routine or your goals that you have or the way that you want to see and take care of your friends, but also place an importance on making time for your man. Like you're very structured in your life. And that's something that I don't possess and I admire a lot. And it's very impressive that you're so consistent with that.
Wow. Thank you. I've had to work really hard on that because I'm so like ADD or whatever, but thank you. I don't feel like I am, but I guess I am, huh? What's one thing you wish you did more often? Okay, well, what's one thing you wish you did more often?
Ooh, a lot of things. We get caught up in work. I feel like there's so many things I want to be doing more of. But I was thinking about this the other day. I don't reach out enough to some of my high school and college friends that I genuinely have so much love for. And I feel like we get caught up in this race of just being so focused on ourselves, especially, living in a big city. And it's easy to forget about all the things that made you genuinely very happy. And I feel like a lot of those stem from, at least in my life, my childhood friends. And going back to days where like things weren't as serious. And I was in a group chat with two of my friends the other day, and that we were sending old videos back and forth, and I was just like grinning ear to ear the entire time. And I was just like, dude, nothing else can produce a smile like that outside of seeing my girl every day. But you know what I mean? Just I should call my homies more often, and I think about
Yeah.
that. There's people I have really so much love for that I don't reach out to or speak to like once a year, and that's not enough.
Mine, I was actually thinking about this the other day. I was like, I need to do more things that make me feel like a kid again, or not even like a kid again, just make me feel the most like me. There's no like end goal or purpose, like just going to the beach by myself and swimming, like just to do it, just doing things just to do it, just so that I feel the most like myself.
What is one thing that you did with your parents that you want to do with your children?
This whole episode is just going to be about me going to the beach.
I mean, look, there's not much better than going to the beach, like to be honest with you, so it's not bad.
In the summers, we used to always like rent a place at the beach and we would go to the beach, go to dinner. Like, and even now, like, we'll go to the beach, we go out on the boat, we go to dinner, we go to random bars. And I just love doing that with my family. Like, you're outside, you're in nature, no one's in a rush, there's no set time to do anything. You're just like enjoying your time together. And that was such a big part of me growing up, which is probably why I love it so much now. And I don't know, I feel like I just want my kids to have that too. And also just be outside a lot.
That's really good. We did that too, like have a nice summer vacation once a year, pop down to Florida, hang out by the beach for a month. Like that felt so good. But I think for me, and this will be tough because I feel like I got to be either in a financial position where we could do this, hopefully someday. We but when I was in middle school, my parents said, time to move to Greece and experience part of your culture. And they gave my brother and I an opportunity to live in America as a kid and in Greece as a kid. And it gave me so much perspective in my life. It's really, I feel like the pillar of like who I am as a person. It helped me establish so many things and made me understand like really what I believe in as a man. And I learned so much about the world and myself. So I think whether it's living there full time or just traveling a lot all over the world, that would be something I would love to be able to give back to my kids.
That's literally every kid's dream. Like at that age to move to a different country. I used to like imagine that. I used to imagine like my parents walking in and be like, "Well, sorry, we got to move to Australia." And I'm like, "Hell yeah." Like that's literally every kid's dream.
And I feel like I haven't like talked about this very much, whether it's been on videos or on the podcast about like my experience and like moving there. It was so insane. Like we were supposed to go for a year or 2 years, and then within a week we were like, "Hey, we would love to stay for until we graduate high school. That would be great." And that's what we ended up doing, which was really really cool. But yeah, I feel very blessed and very grateful to my parents that they did that. And yeah, I think it'd be really cool to give that back.
Hell yeah. What you got for me?
All right, Kate, last question. Let's make it a fun one.
Okay.
What is one unpopular opinion that you have?
All right, I actually said this the other day in front of a group of my friends and I almost got like crucified.
Oh man.
I don't care to see the Barbie movie. Don't give a shit. Everyone is so excited, so hyped up for it. I genuinely like I love Margot Robbie, but honestly I couldn't care less to see the Barbie movie. And that was like the worst thing I've ever said when I said it the other day. Everyone freaked
People
out.
freaked out?
Yes.
Really? I didn't know
Yes.
Barbie had that much hype around it.
I mean, I didn't either, but no, everyone's like so excited for it. What is it, Barbie and like Oppenheimer? And they're like, oh, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna see one and then I'm gonna see the other one. I'm like, I just don't really care. I don't know. I don't care.
All I know about the Barbie movie is that I've seen every single creator in the world at the red carpet or at some premiere or taking photos or advertising. Not me.
Well,
And
also,
I don't know anything about Barbie. Put me in the
maybe if I was
poster.
invited to the premiere, maybe I would want to see it. But no, but also every single like brand has done a collab with Barbie. Like the suitcases I just ordered from Base, they did a whole huge Barbie collab campaign. Like their marketing team, honestly, props to them because I've seen them just with every single brand doing some kind of collab.
You do realize that you have an outfit on that looks like you're about to go see the Barbie movie, right?
Yeah, this looks like tennis Barbie.
Sporty Barb.
And I did love all of the Barbie movies growing up. Like they had so many.
Seems like you love the Barbie movie, and like you literally have like you have like first premiere tickets to see this film.
No, I don't care, but I just didn't know that was such a hot take. When I said it the other day, it was like audible like gasps, like, "Oh my god, like how dare you?" I'm like, "Okay."
That's pretty good. Polarizing.
What's your unpopular opinion?
I have a lot of food unpopular
Oh
opinions
god.
that ruffle feathers. Truffle sucks. Truffle is whack. It is overpowering. It is overplayed, overused. Not a fan of truffle. Tomatoes, get them out of here. I don't want to see them. Olives, if you're not in a dirty martini, why am I looking at you? Yogurt, that we won't even get into that. That is foul and flagrant. I understand that I am Greek and I don't like tomatoes, olives, and yogurt, along with truffle and a few other things. I don't want to see them.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Get out of my face.
He like cannot have tomato be on anything. Even if he has to pick it off, he's like, this is disgusting."
And truthfully, I am embarrassed by these facts. Okay, like I want to eat a raw, juicy tomato on my gyro. Like, trust me, I want to very badly, but it's just not ever gonna happen.
It's such like a little kid thing to not like yogurt, to not like olives, to not like tomatoes, you
But
know?
here's the thing, like. It would be a little kid thing if I didn't try it. I try these things every year. I want to like them. Oh, I thought of another one. Peanut butter and jelly. Get out of here. Jelly is overrated.
I love jelly. Like I love
Nah,
jelly.
nah.
Buttered toast with some jelly?
Nah.
Oh my god.
Fruit. Give me like real fruit. That's what I like. Real, raw, brute.
Fine. No jelly for you then.
No jelly for me.
I used to eat like just buttered toast and jelly. It was like a weird fixation for 5 years at least. Every
Oh
morning I
my
had to
goodness.
eat it.
Let's play a quick game of overrated, underrated.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
Overrated, underrated socks.
Underrated. The
Underrated.
feeling of socks on my feet is
Mm.
just oh, I love it. Especially a fresh new pair of these Hanes socks when you put them
Oh,
on. That fit, nothing like it.
don't get me in a pair of socks and a freshly polished floor or a house that was just clean. I'm slipping and sliding all over that thing. I'm going crazy. I need to get some from the fridge. I'm gliding over there, girl.
That's so fun. Did you ever like slide down the staircase, like the handle of the staircase? You know what I'm talking about?
You know me. You don't think I was doing that? I was doing that every opportunity I could get. Oh my gosh. I almost fell over the backside when I like saved it last minute by like hooking my legs on the thing. It was pretty crazy.
Have oh my god. Okay, you know how like on the staircase railing there's sometimes that iron rods? Ever got your head stuck in one?
What?
I can't remember if it
Go
was
on. Go
me or my
on.
little sister, but oh, it was my little sister. My sister got her head stuck in ours.
What?
And
You
we
just
and we had to like pull her out.
Callie.
She's done some of the funniest stuff. One time she was on a cruise with us and she shaved off all of her eyebrows and we couldn't figure it out. I might have told this story on here before, but we couldn't figure it out for days. And then one day my dad just looks at us and goes, she shaved off her eyebrows.
Man, that's so honestly, I hear that I'm like, wow, girl was just crying out for help. Like, let me shave my eyebrows off. No one notices me. And then no one noticed her. Like, y'all are crazy for that, dude. You're just like, she's like, someone
And then
fucking notice me, dude.
And then 2 days later, we're on like an excursion on an island, and everything is free except for massages. And there's this like tent where you can get massages. So we notice, we're like, oh my God, she's gone. My sister's missing. We're like, where is she? Where is she? Where is she? She was in the tent getting a massage. She was like 7 years old.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Callie, you wild.
Okay, I have a good one for you.
All right, talk to me.
Overrated, underrated, bicyclers. People who bike as a sport.
Cyclists.
Yes, cyclists.
The bicyclists.
The bicyclers.
Goddamn bicyclists.
Those bicyclers, they're always in my way.
I'm only referring to them as bicyclers from now on. That will actually make me like them more. Look, I think because they're so hated on, still overrated.
Thank
Dude,
you.
like I understand. Go ride your bike. I love a good bike ride, but like cyclists, relax. Just relax. There's more Karens per cyclist than like any other hobby, I think.
They just get so intense about it. Like, there's not one cyclist that isn't so obsessed with it. Like, there's no one that does it casually. They're like, oh, yeah, I just rode 300 miles at 4 a.m. on a Saturday and look at my app and all my friends that are doing it. And it's like, whoa. And then they'll get hurt and they're like fine. And then they keep cycling because they can't stop.
I'm down for a good bike ride. Do not get me wrong. I love that feeling, but lifestyle of like semi-serious bicyclers.
Would you break up with me if I were a
No,
cyclist?
no. Don't ask crazy questions like that. Of course not. But would I judge you and make fun of you for it? Damn right I would. Especially if you had the full suit, some torpedo helmet, and like a collection of 7 bikes. I'd be like, dude, you might want to get your priorities in check.
Expensive hobby too. Like you could buy a car with the price of
It's
one of those bikes.
it's definitely a rich person's hobby, which probably feeds into people not liking cyclists even more because it comes with a pompous kind of demeanor and that which comes with making a lot of money. But yeah, that culture is tough. That's not my culture.
Give me an overrated, underrated. One more.
Overrated, underrated bandanas. Ooh.
Does this include like silk scarves that are used like bandanas?
This can include anything you want to wrap around your head and use as a dana.
I'm gonna say underrated because I just rediscovered my love for using silk scarves as bandanas. And as a person with curly hair, it's really an important thing that you need because sometimes hats with curly hair just don't look right, but you can always make one of those look right. I think, justice for bandanas and people that wear bandanas because I feel like, it was a trend and it's like if you still do it, it's a little like, but we need them.
There's a Office episode where Prison Mike comes out and anyone who wears the bandana not as a wrap, but like with the thing pulled back, those are my favorite.
That's what
You're
I
the
do.
real heroes. I love y'all for that. I can't pull that off because my hair doesn't come out the back and the sides, but that's how I would do it if I could.
Overrated, underrated, pooping with the door open.
Wow.
No one else is at home. It's just you.
I don't want to poop with the door open in front of you. Oh,
It's just you at home alone.
I'm still gonna go overrated, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I'm not trying to get those particles outside of the bathroom.
That's fair.
Keep the particles in the bathroom.
What if it's not your house? What if you're alone in someone else's house and you're gonna leave?
Definitely open it. No, I'm just playing. Close that sucker up. No one's to smell that shit. I'm Greek. We do not play. Oh, also, if I come to your house and your toilet paper is one ply, I will never come back. Not because of any other reason that I just don't trust you and I don't trust your decisions on life. Do not get one ply paper. Our asses are not made for this shit, dude.
Not only do we have good toilet paper, but we also have baby wipes readily available.
Oh, to the point where now, like anytime I go someplace else, I'm like, dude, I need my wipes.
I need to like get a little pack for my purse, honestly.
Purse pack.
Purse pack of baby wipes. Okay, well this has been a fun
Yeah.
episode.
This episode took a wild turn to the end, but if y'all have any questions, please submit them at beautyandthegreekshow@gmail.com, especially if they're shit related, I guess, because that's what our whole pod has turned into. Yo, wild. This is my girl right here from Alabama. I love her so much. Bicyclers and shit in your pants.
Okay. Yasas. Love you guys. Sorry.
Thanks so much for listening to this episode. We'll see you on episode 9.
We'll be in Greece. Woo!
There's a slight chance we'll have a delay on the next episode. Maybe by a couple days, maybe not, because of our travel schedule. But we're gonna try to get it out to you on time.
Yeah.
Love y'all so much. Thanks
Love
so
you.
much for watching.
Bye.
Bye.